Welcome to Her Voice, Her Leadership, a podcast that highlights South Sudanese women in leadership. Proudly brought to you by Men for Women, an anchor of the Gender Observatory, with support from UN Women, the Peacebuilding Fund, Norway, and the European Union. Welcome to Her Voice, Her Leadership, where we get deep into the personal life of our South Sudanese women leaders, their beginning, challenges, and what made them who they are today. And today's guest embodies that exactly. She's here to tell her story in her own words. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Thank you. My name is Susan Warsuk Sokiri. I'm from Warsuk State.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm member of parliament representing women of Warsuk State.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what shaped the woman you are today?
Yeah, from my early age, actually, I was admiring my mother. My mother, she was a nurse
Okay.
until she became a medical assistant. I was admiring her, the way she does her things and the way she was encouraging us to education. Yeah, this is what inspiring me to really follow my education
Okay.
to this level. Yeah.
And what actually again inspired you to step into politics?
Yeah, I joined the movement SPLA in my early age when I got married with my husband. So during my stay in the movement, I was engaged in the women work. So that is what really encouraged me to be with the women throughout, doing the work, supporting the army, supporting the wounded heroes. So slowly, I found myself being in politics.
Is there a moment or experience in your life that makes you feel like if I talk about this certain thing, people will hear my voice?
Yeah, after that, actually, I worked with different NGOs.
Okay.
During my work with the NGOs, I work with different groups. I work with women, I work with children. This is where I found myself deep in different communities. And I found myself getting my voice being heard in different ways and in different situations.
Okay.
Based on the condition that they are in.
Okay, so what is that one moment you still remember that you talk about and people heard you and everything was done accordingly?
Yeah, there was a time I was working with one of the NGOs, water and sanitation. And in the most of the areas, there were a bigger problem of the water. And sometime when it comes during the dry season, normally they have a problem of the water, and the women, they queue up to get the water. Sometimes they fight. So I came in and we formed committees where these committees, they take care of the hand pumps and they organize the women on how they queue up for them to fetch water without fighting and without spoiling the hand pump, because during the fighting everyone comes and so
Disorganized.
yeah, they disorganize. So they manage to be organized, and the committee, to continue with these committees for some time without fighting, and that was a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I managed to do.
That's really great. And also, I know our family, parents, or community, when we be like, we are choosing a certain career, they'll be like, no, this career is like this and like that. So how did your family and your community react when you joined politics?
Yeah, I don't think my family has any objection when I joined the politics because I just found myself going into it by the work I started, as I mentioned to you. I work with the NGOs. I found myself deep inside the communities. Just by joining the politics, also I got encouragement from the communities where I was working with the women. So they encouraged me to join the politics because they were saying, you worked with us during the liberation movement. Now it is time we have our country. It is time to come in and work with us so that we can be getting a lot of support from you.
Okay.
That is how I joined the politics, and my family, they were supporting me also.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not get any objection from them.
That's a supportive family, and it's really nice. Yeah. So speaking of joining politics, can you give us your journey, your leadership journey, like how it started, since you started being a leader and also joining politics? How did it start?
Yeah, as I mentioned to you, I started by working with the community when I was working with the NGOs. During my working with the NGOs, I moved from area to area. I work actually in different areas.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly in Bahar Ghazal. I work in different counties. I work in different villages. So I was engaged with different communities. This is where I came to know different people, and they came to know me also. So for me to get involved deep into the leadership, it wasn't hard to me. So by the time I thought of going for election, I got it easy. It wasn't
that hard.
That hard, yeah.
Okay.
They supported me a lot.
Okay, so the transition was smooth, yes.
Yeah, very smooth.
Okay, that's really great. And which position have you held since you started all this leadership? Because you work with NGOs, you work in some counties, in Bahr el Ghazal, you work in some villages. So what positions have you held so far?
Yeah, since I came to the parliament, the only position I was having in the parliament, only the chairperson of the Women Parliamentary Caucus. In the leadership of the parliament, I did not hold any position.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about in the organization? What kind of position did you have?
I was holding different position because I work with different organizations.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what one achievement that you're most proud of that you have done in your leadership work or in your community work?
Yeah, there is one program I can remember when I was working with South Sudan. They were having a disarmament program in which I was participating in.
Okay.
And that program went smoothly, and through the support of PAC, the army and the administrative of the areas, they managed to collect a big number of arms, weapons from the civilian, because actually it was not in the arm of the army,
but
it was in the arm of the civilians. Yeah, that is one of the achievements I can really remember because I'm the one who was responsible for that program.
Wow. That's really nice. Yeah. And actually, that is an amazing thing to hear from you. So you said earlier you represent people of Warab State here in Juba. So how do you stay connected with, they are in Warab, you are in Juba. How do you stay connected to them? And how do you make sure that their voices are heard?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, we are connected, but not that deep. Because also based on the condition, the economic situation our country in now, most of the members of the parliament, especially those who are from Bahr Ghazal, we are not able to really be connected so much to our community. But we keep talking to them over the phones. Yeah.
And why are you not connected that much to them? Is there because of roads going and coming, or is it some financial issues?
Financial issues, because like our distance is a bit far. For you to move from Juba, you need a plane to Wow. From there, you need to hire a car to go to your home area. You need money to spend while you are within your community, the movement, the mobility, all these things need a financial support.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you cannot go empty-handed to them too.
Of course, you cannot go empty-handed.
All right.
Yeah, you cannot go empty-handed.
All right. And you have done a very great job since you started with NGOs. You work with everyone almost in the greater Bahr al-Ghazal. What key lessons have you learned about leadership and public service in South Sudan?
Yeah, what I can say about leadership. Leadership is good when you can have a way to work for your people, to support them, not to give empty promises. For example, if you go to your people, you analyze, you understand their program, their problem, you promise them, I will do this, you do it, they will have that trust on you. But if you go and you find all these problems and you are not able to help, they will not understand that you are really don't have something in hand to help. Them. But they will look at you like you are the one who not fulfilling your promises. You see, this is the only disadvantage I'm seeing right now as leaders in South Sudan with the situation we are in now. It's like we are letting our citizens down. They may not understand it, but this is how I feel when I see my community. They need, and I'm not able to support and give them what I'm supposed to do to them. I don't feel the way I should.
Yeah, you don't feel good well at all.
Yeah.
That's it. And also, but next year by this time, we might be preparing for election. Maybe, we're not yet sure. So are you planning to run for an office?
I'm not sure. Let me be honest.
Why?
I'm not sure. Because we still have young generation coming up.
Okay.
We need to support them also and give them chance.
Okay.
Yeah, because we did our part. Yeah, it is time also. We have our kids, our girls.
To bring up.
Okay. Yeah, we give them a chance also if they're aspiring to stand for election and join politics.
Okay. And that's really great. So let's say if you are elected, because you said you don't know, you're not sure, but if your people decide to elect you, what kind of issues will you address if you gotten elected?
If I'm elected again, the issues I would like to address, first, education. Because we are a society whereby, let me say, 90% from the community where I came from, 90% is lacking education.
Both men and women?
Yeah, especially women.
Okay.
Yeah, especially women. Because in the past, they don't encourage girls' education. Traditionally. But now people are trying to
change.
But that change also need more support.
Yeah, that's really great. So how do you see you spoke about the women actually. So how do you see the 35 women quotas actually shaping the participation of women in politics?
Yeah, that 35, it is good. And that 35 did not just come like that. Women also work for it.
Okay.
As I mentioned to you earlier, we joined the movement also. We worked during the struggle, women of South Sudan. We did our part during the struggle because without the women, men alone, they would not have done it. We played our role. And that is why we got 25%. Then we moved to 35%, and we are hoping to move to 50 or whatever.
Okay. So now, do you think that 35 is helping women participate in politics? Okay,
It's helping because now when you see now when the government is in case of any reshuffle or any appointment, a woman must be there.
Okay.
Because if they don't bring a woman, you will see people start complaining, we don't see the woman. It is a good thing because that 35 now will give us an assurance that our women will participate.
Okay.
Yeah, whether the men like it or not, they will give us that 35. But we are hoping for more.
Okay, that's really great. So I know you started your journey a long time ago, your leadership journey. So what are some of the challenges you face as a woman leader in South Sudan?
Well, we are facing a lot of challenges.
Okay,
Yeah,
for example?
despite the 35%, we're still facing a lot of challenges because, that space, we don't have that space for politics. See? Like men, most of the politics are done at night. And women, from 6, 7, you are in your house. Even your own husband cannot allow you to
come out
at night. You see? So there are some things men will go and discuss. We women, we are not part of it.
Okay.
So we are in the government or participating in the leadership because of that 35%. If not that 35%, I don't think
we will be part
of it fully.
Can you describe your leadership style to me in 3 words?
Me, first of all, I can say accountability is very important.
Okay.
Because if we don't hold ourselves accountable for whatever we do or the mistake we did and whatever went wrong, if we don't hold ourselves accountable, we will not move forward. Accountability is very important.
Okay.
Honesty is very important. You have to be honest in whatever you say. You said it right, you have to know.
Okay.
You are saying it wrong, you have to know. You have to be honest. Number 3, teamwork. You cannot work alone. If you want forward, you must work as a teamwork. You work together.
Okay.
Yeah. For you to achieve a greater result.
So what makes your leadership approach different from the rest of the people?
The way I look at leadership, as I mentioned to you before, is just to be together and discuss issues. Put issues on the table and discuss it. If in case of anything, we talked about it. Instead of go and talk behind, let us talk it here. Because if we talk things on the table, we reach into the solution. This is how I look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you plan to stay accountable to the people of Warab State? Because now they are depending on you and they know you're representing them. How do you plan to stay accountable if you are elected by them?
Yeah, I'm ready to be accountable in any time, in any case, in anything I did, because as a representative of people, as a member of parliament, we have a obligation towards our communities. We have things we're supposed to do to our communities. If you have not done it, they have the right to ask you why you have not done 1, 2, 3. And you have the right to answer them according to what you know. Yeah. Okay. If they feel that you have not answered them correctly, then they will judge you.
Or you have not done their work.
Then they have to judge you.
Politics is demanding. It's either you're there or you're not there.
Yeah.
So how do you balance your leadership life in politics and your personal life as a wife, as a mother? How do you balance it?
Yeah, we are balancing it now. That is why we are in. We are still surviving in in the leadership because we managed to balance it, but maybe not to the extent that we're supposed to be.
Okay.
You see, but I'm trying.
Okay, how are you trying to balance it now? Do you say, oh, morning I have to be at the parliament. At 2 I need to be at this place. At 3 I need to go home and do this. How do you balance it now?
Yeah, like now, when I was called yesterday that you have a meeting at 10, your interview is at 10. So in the morning, I prepare myself, coming here at 10. After here, I'm going somewhere. From there, I will go home to do the other things. Then later on, I will see what to do. I have to balance my day and my programs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really nice. And as a woman leader in South Sudan, what's your vision for South Sudan in the coming years?
My vision to South Sudan, I want to see South Sudan is a peaceful country. I want to see South Sudan like other countries. Now, when you go to neighboring countries or any other countries, you feel jealous. For sure. Because we want to see our country, we want to see our children happy. Huh? We need to have peace. We need to have roads, hospitals, water, running water, electricity. We want to have a country like any other country in the world.
Okay.
That is why we fought for. Yeah, we want to have a peaceful country.
Okay. And earlier you talk about how you want to give younger women a chance to run for election and all this. So for any young girl outside there who looks up to you or who is there in Warab who wants to be a politician or want to join politics, what advice will you give that young girl or young woman?
I will encourage her to continue pushing for her education, continue pushing for her leadership in whatever work she's doing. And if she comes for my advice, I will advise her. If she needs the help, I will give her that help. And we support her in whatever she's doing.
Okay.
Because we want to see the young girls also going forward and continue with the work.
Okay. And if you're given a chance to give a message to South Sudanese ahead of our upcoming election, because this is our first election, what message will you give South Sudanese ahead of this election? What message will you want them to take from you? What you want to tell them?
Yeah, we want the citizens of South Sudan to have a peaceful election. We want them to come out all and vote, because your vote is the one who will make
the
difference. So let them come out to vote for their leaders, to vote for their country, so that this country can move forward. Because without election, we'll not have a peaceful country.
Okay.
Yes.
Great message there. And what is one thing you see right now that gives you hope that South Sudan is going to be a better place in 5 to 10 years?
I'm seeing our youth that are coming together. I'm seeing also our leadership is trying hard to implement the peace and push for the election to happen. Because I believe if we go for the election, after the election, after electing the leaders after the election, the situation will be different. Because now, we are now under the revitalized peace agreement, which by bring everyone together from different parties. But after the election, it will be a different thing. And that is where I think we are going to start the democracy, the real democracy.
I'm going to give you 3 questions here. You choose between 2 words because the first one is peace or power. Which one do you choose?
Peace.
Okay. Action or talk?
Action.
Okay. Community or capital?
Community.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. All right.
Okay.